Hello everybody and welcome to another Talk Transformers. Look, I'm actually in the frame this time. Firstly, I hope you are all doing well. Very brief health update from myself. They've upped my medication again. They've upped the likes of the pregabalin and the amitriptyline. The pain's becoming a problem. It's a lot less manageable now than it ever has been, but I am still positive. I'm still clinging on to the hope that one day I'll wake up and I'll be able to feel my leg and the pain will just have gone, completely disappeared. But anyway, you're not here to hear about my pain, you are here to talk about Transformers. Now, the Transformers Studio series has been doing the rounds. Personally, I really like what it has to offer. It's a good Bayverse alternative on a smaller scale. They've tried to keep everything in line with one another. We should be getting Wave 2 shortly, which I believe includes Brawl and the likes of Megatron. So very much looking forward to those. And yes, I do still have to review the Optimus Prime, the Bumblebee, the Ratchet, and the Starscream. They are on my list of to-dos. I think they should actually be the next Transformers reviews on this channel. Now, we've just had some reissues. We've had the Godfire Convoy, or the Transformers Robots in Disguise Omega Prime. That's just had its reissues, although I have heard there have actually been some recalls from what I can understand because the plastic quality isn't up to par. I haven't got it myself, but people I've spoken to said it doesn't really match up to the original. The colour is different, but it's actually the feel of the plastic and how well things join together. It's not quite as good as what we got back in the early 2000s. We've just had a Fortress Maximus repaint release under the banner of Grand Maximus from Transformers Master Force, Fort Max's brother. So Perfect Effects are working on the feet for those. I think they should be out, if they're not out by the time this video goes live, then they should be out by the end of the month, I believe. We've just had a Great Shot release, which is the repaint and resculpt of Six Shot. That does look nice. Both him and Grand Maximus are Takara Mall exclusives, so Robot Kingdom do have those in. As far as Masterpiece figures go, there isn't anything coming out this month. The pre-orders are still up for the Dinobot, which I have got my pre-order up. I do love my Beast Wars revival, but we do have some MP figures coming in third-party wise. We have Fans Toys bringing us their RC, their Six Shot, their Cyclonus. Now, their Cyclonus was originally under their Perfect Fusion, but I'm assuming that they've just done away with that, and everybody knows that it's Fans Toys, so I'm assuming they're just going to go all under that one banner. And I believe they're still going ahead with their Hoodlum. I think he should be out very shortly, actually, which is their interpretation of a Hot Rod Rodimus. I'm not sure if it's both. I haven't looked into it that much, to be honest. I'm very happy with my Masterpiece Rodimus and my Masterpiece Hot Rod as two separate entities, but I know some people want something kind of newer, closer to the animation, and we all know that's something that Fans Toys can definitely deliver. We have Zeta bringing us their Swindle. Now, he's not the old Willy style Jeep like he was in the cartoons. He's been done as a kind of Humvee military vehicle, kind of bringing him straight into the 21st century, much like they've done with their other three figures in the line. And speaking of Bruticus, we have the final two members of the Unique Toys interpretation. Their Blastoff and Vortex should be doing the rounds shortly. We should hopefully be getting a sample in from Robot Kingdom. It should be landing on their doorstep any day now, and then they'll forward it on to me so we can have a perusal. But I am very much looking forward to getting that big guy all joined up and finally having a masterpiece style and scale Bruticus. Now, a lot of you out there have said to me, Ben, I don't like how Zeta looks. I don't like how Unique Toys looks. No doubt we're going to get something from Fans Toys in the future. What do I do? The Jinbao is a very affordable option, which is the KO oversized version of the Generation Toy Transmission Warbatron. Now, the Jinbao is the oversized version of that, and yes, size-wise, it fits in, but aesthetically, I think it's aimed more at the Generations line as opposed to the Masterpiece line. I just don't think it ticks enough boxes. Now, Keith is finally bringing us some more of his Junkions. I absolutely loved the first two offerings, and it's something I've been impatiently waiting to get. They look incredible, and I just hope that the QC is up to par and the same as what we got with the first two releases. And I still really wanted them to do a Build-A-Figure. I wanted them to put parts of Nancy in with each of the bots, and then by the time we're finished we could build our very own Nancy Junkion, but I don't think that's a viable option. But hey, you don't ask, you don't get. X-Transbots are releasing their first members of their Stunticon team to form a very cartoon-esque Menasor. Really looking forward to that. Finally we'll get a masterpiece scale and aesthetic style Menasor in our collections, and DX9 are doing the same. Their Stunticons should also slowly be making their way into the third party market. We are going to be spoilt for choice. And whilst we're talking about DX9 and Unique Toys should, fingers crossed, be bringing out their version of Age of Extinction / The Last Night Optimus Prime. I don't know why it's been delayed, but it has. They should be bringing out their Prime soon. They've changed how their movie Hot Rod looks. They took on board what people said. They modified like the ab crunch and waist rotation and things like that. So we're going to have him, and we're going to have the TF Evo version. Now, there was test shots floating around of the TF Evo version a while back. I tried to get a hold of one, but apparently they're not really up to par. They were very early samples, and yes, they looked the bee's knees, but they were fragile as heck in hand. So I'll wait until there's actually a decent sample out there so we know what we're going to be dealing with as a final product. And speaking of Movieverse masterpieces, Black Mamba. Those guys, renowned for doing some bootlegs, upping their game and giving us a very good oversized version of Nitro Zeus, are actually designing some unique, very attractive looking bots. Yes, they're going to bootleg loads of other Transformer figures, but at the same time they're giving us their very own version of a Galvatron. Not Movieverse, this is more cartoon comic style. Its proportions are questionable, but at the same time it's a unique brand new design. It's no different to what Open and Play did, and theirs actually done pretty well considering the price. I think that's going to be the be all and end all for Black Mamba. They can certainly deliver when it comes to quality. Their products are made at the same place as the Legendary Toys, and we all know that they are very good pieces. They started off with some rather iffish products. Introducing this new line with the likes of Nitro Zeus, it really has upped their game, and their Optimus Prime especially really does look like it's going to be a very good contender for the Optimus Prime Wars, going alongside that Unique Toys version and of course the Alien Attack version. Pre-orders are now up for Planet X's Insecticons. I'm really looking forward to those. They have again a very strong likeness to what we got with the War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron games. Planet X seem to absolutely hit the nail on the head when they do those style figures. They're really impressive, genuinely very impressed. TFC's version of Rolling Thunder Optimus Prime should be out end of this month, beginning of next. That does look exceptional. Now, I believe they're going with the same name that we got with the crossover gen version, so I'm not sure if there's some sort of alliance there or whether they've got some of the same team or not, but this new version looks outstanding. It stands shoulder to shoulder with MP10 and it transforms into a very good Rolling Thunder, and I really do hope that it's compatible with the Diaclone figures and that we get some itty bitty tiny Diaclone G.I. Joes. That would be fantastic. Just getting some of those like painted up like Snake Eyes, Flint, Bazooka, guys like that, that would be absolutely incredible. TF Dreamwave have showcased a whole plethora of accessories for up and coming sets, like the combiner set for the Power of the Primes Dinobots. That does look exceptionally good. I actually prefer that to the Perfect Effects version. I think it kind of makes it look more natural, amongst other sets for other combiners. Mass Toys have showed images of the Tetrajet Seekers. The Seeker molds look fantastic. They look like a G1 Seeker. They look really close to their kind of animation versions, and at the same time they transform into Tetrajets, which is incredible. Now, I really do hope that they are going to be masterpiece scale. I believe they are, but don't hold me to that. It'll be really good if that is the case though, because they look amazing. Make Toys have released images of the rest of their Seekers as well, so you can now have one of every colour in your collection. And finally, let's talk about Benscollectables and Benscollectables and what's going on with these channels. Now, you may have noticed that I've had a slight change of my videos as of late. I've really got back into collecting Marvel Legends, and I've got a few of those in, so I just wanted to show some of those figures off and try and share my passion with you. I absolutely loved the comics, I really did, and I kind of drifted away from it for a long time, and I've really got back into the comics big time. And Marvel Legends, they just tick so many boxes. There's actually the latest movie wave has hit some of Thailand, although it shouldn't have. There was pictures surfacing of really close-up images of the wave, and I must say that Ant-Man, Wasp, Black Knight, Malekith, they all look really good. They gave a picture of the front, picture of the back, and then there was pictures of the shelves where they'd all been taken off. So I think somebody accidentally opened a packet that says do not open. So yes, I'm very excited about what we have coming Marvel Legend wise. We've got the Infinity War movie just literally around the corner. I've just finished filming my Infinity War wave. If you do like the Marvel Legends videos, I've included a link at the end of this video. I still have the Spider-Man wave to review, the Lizard Bath. Now, would you prefer me to do those as individual figures or as a wave? I'm not sure how people prefer to watch these. I don't know. I mean, I could do a wave by the time it's finished, cut it down to about 25 minutes. Or I could do just the individual videos. It's entirely up to you, the audience. But I am not leaving my Transformers reviews alone. I have a lot coming in. It's going to be a very busy time for myself, which is good. We have the movie figures, the pre-mentioned samples of unique toys, etc. and Zeta. On top of that, I'm going to try and get some of the new Diaclone line in. There's new releases of those coming out. Diaclone are doing exceptionally well. That's a very full-on revival, if I do say so myself. And of course, the KO channel is going strong as well. It's already up to nearly 6,000 subscribers over a matter of a few months, which is mind-blowing. I can't thank you all enough. That is amazing. I have things on there like the further members of the Jimbao oversized gravity builder, we have the latest offering from Fantasy Jewel as part of their KO Voltron line. I've got the green lion just sitting literally in front of me here, ready to go. I've got the head upgrade sets for the Masterpiece Megatrons with the English voice chips. There's quite a lot happening, so please stay tuned. Don't feel like you have to watch every one of my videos. I know Marvel Legends isn't for everyone, but if you have just joined me just for the Marvel Legends videos, then welcome. Go and take a look at the Transformer ones, because there's a lot more of them. Which brings me on to my Patreon. Now, some of you may already have noticed that I've set up a Benscollectables Patreon that supports both of the channels. Now, you may say, Ben, you've got lots coming in. Why do you need our support? And you're completely right. I do have very good site sponsors. They help me out no end with the figures. So the toys aren't an issue at all. They're going to be coming in regardless. Unfortunately, YouTube itself no longer pays for it. YouTube have brought in different algorithms and their ads just don't bring in that much revenue at all. So more and more channels are having to turn to Patreon to bring in your support to keep the channel going. Dealing with chronic pain day in, day out, and being a wheelchair user makes it more and more difficult for me to go and do different jobs. I'm having to retrain completely. I was a crane driver before and worked heavy machinery. Unfortunately, that's not something I'm able to do anymore due to the nerve damage in my body and the chronic pain. But this reviewing, talking to you guys, is something I physically can do. I enjoy doing. And to be honest with you, I really love messing around with the figures and talking to you. We build up such a great rapport. I try and answer everybody's questions. You message me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, on here, and I do try and talk to everybody. I've made some truly amazing friends through YouTube, and it's been an absolute honor. It takes me time to do the editing. I constantly go through new lights and new equipment, new microphones, etc. And basically the Patreon is just there to help things tick along. You don't have to support me by all means. If you're happy just watching my videos, I'm happy you just watching my videos. I do ask if you could please turn off your ad blocker, because that would make the world of difference. By all means, turn it back on again once you've finished watching my reviews, but to turn it off during my videos would really benefit me greatly. But if you would like to contribute, whether it be $1 or $2 all the way up to 10 and more, there are different tiers, there are different rewards, and if say 200 of you donated $1, this could be a full-time thing. It's as simple as that. I could be doing 4 to 5 videos a week, and the channels would be even stronger. Anyway, I've said my piece. Like I said, I'm not begging you to donate any money. Like I said, the toys are coming in. The channel does operate, but to make the channel operate more smoothly, your donations would definitely be appreciated. Let me know what you think of the news. Is there anything coming out I haven't mentioned that you really are looking forward to? Is there anything you would like me to try and get a hold of, whether it be a sample or whether we use some of the Patreon money that we currently have coming in to grab a product that I don't currently cover? Just let me know in the comments section below. And again, to you Marvel Legends fans, let me know how you'd like to see these figures in the future. Would you like to see them done as a wave or as the individual figures with the build up, much like Optimus Prime does, where he has the individual figures and then the buff as a final review? And I've been talking to Optimus lately, actually. He is such a top guy. He really is. His channel is booming. It just doesn't seem to be slowing down. The guy is a legend. He's one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Right, I'll stop boring you. Thank you all for watching. I've included a link to my Patreon page just in the corner here. Until next time, from myself and the rest of the Collectables household, goodbye.